Everybody, good evening. It's Terry here at the Robin's Nest by Terry, and I've actually been sitting around painting today while I've been doing a lot of paperwork. So I thought I would jump on because I haven't been on here since, I thought it was 2 days. It's only been 1 day. I was on here yesterday morning. I could have kept working, but I kind of needed interaction too. So this is the newest teapot that I've painted. I'm not happy with my squares down there. I think I'm going to add a little bit more color down there than what I have. But otherwise, he's pretty adorable. He's going to be in my auction on Friday night at Friday day during our auction. So I got that one done. Let's see. I got this one done. I love this one. This is the original color of the teapot, this blue. And I am working on a pink one. So those things take a lot longer than what you think. So I sat here. Do you guys ever have ADHD to where you can't concentrate on anything? So in order to get anything painted, I have to either set a timer or watch something more better than Judge Judy, because I got a TV right in front of me. And hi Vicki. So I decided I have a hard time finding something to watch because I don't actually watch it, I just listen to it. So if I don't get into something within the first few minutes, it's like they've lost me. Dusty, hi, I sure hope you're feeling better. So they've lost me on that. So I had to buy it, but I bought the Elvis movie, and I kind of floated in and out of it while trying to watch it, because if I watch it, then I know what the characters look like a little bit better. But I was painting at the same time, so I had to watch it twice. I still haven't finished it, so that's what I'm going to sit down and finish next, is the movie. And I'm not a movies person. I would rather watch a TV series, but I do kind of like Elvis, and so do you guys do what I do, though? Is I hate the endings of anything. I don't like. Ever since I was a kid, I always read the last chapter first. I always watch the last 15 minutes of anything I watch, even if it's a series and they've got 14 episodes, like Sons of Anarchy that had, I don't know, 8 or 9 episodes. Well, then I binge watch it, but I went all the way to the end of the 14th season and then watched the last part of it. Then I went back and started it all over again. Do any of you do that, or am I the only one that? So I'd heard that this guy in Elvis transforms into Elvis at the end, so I had to watch that part of it before I could start the movie. So I always I'm never surprised. I don't like being surprised either. So it's crazy, I know. But I don't like ending. I don't like to know what's going to happen. So I always have to spoil it. Dusty's back with us after, I don't know, I think Dusty's been sick for 2 weeks. Paisley's been sick with some kind of drainage out of her ear. I think she'll probably end up going to the emergency room soon because it's just not getting better. It may be one of those nights where they spend it there. She's been sick for over a week. I've been sick with some kind of stomach virus for a week. You like the Elvis movie? It is good, what I've watched of it. You could never watch the ending first? Oh, I don't like surprises. I never did like surprises. See? Dusty goes to the end of every book. I do. I'm not a surprise person. When I was a kid, I hated surprises. And I always played hooky one day of the week when the Christmas presents were all under the tree. And I'd play hooky from school so I could open them all, retape them back so I knew what was coming on Christmas Day. I just had to. And, oh, this is what I've got to do too. Mr. Tie-Dye Guy was a big seller for me actually the past 2 or 3 years. And I sell them on eBay now. And I like to add a little bit of, you know, this one's printed on wood as well. I like to add some additional strokes to it. But I've also sold a rabbit, and I'm got to do that. Robin, you do, but you don't do it on TV? I don't like to know. I like to know what's going to happen. See, Vicky retaped her presents. I wrapped my kids' presents in front of them. My younger daughter doesn't like surprises either. So most of the time, I let them just open their presents before Christmas. That's why I went Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve, because otherwise they wouldn't have had any surprise. So that's how I roll. I don't know why I don't like surprises, but I love to know the ending. So that was a good movie. I was really impressed with it. Like I said, I'm not a movie watcher. In fact, it's just me and Judge Judy all the time because she's so monotonous, and I know every storyline there is, and my mind can deal with her. So it's just me and Judge Judy most of the time, so I don't have to watch it. Hi, Tammy. I see you waving over there. Hi, Roxana. I can't keep a secret. I can't. No, I tell everybody. Brittany would come home from work, and she's like, oh, I got something to tell you, but you can't tell anybody. I'm like, no, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I'm good over here being left out. So, yeah, they can't tell me any secrets. Now, unless it's really something critical, or if it's just hometown gossip, I'm pretty good that you can't tell me that. Because if I do say something, everybody else is like, oh, well, that's old news. Where have you been? I don't get out as much as you ladies. That's kind of why I say that, I teach exercise classes for seniors 2 days a week. And I always say, they're not there for me. They're not there to exercise. They are kind of, but they're there for the gossip. It's like, you know how the older guys in town, when we had Hardee's, when you could go into McDonald's, it's like the older gentlemen's club where they gather at, here lately it's been Casey's, I think, and they just gather and they compare all the gossip. So that's kind of, I think, what we do. We know what's going on in town, so we gather, and it's like, the only way I can get them to stop talking is to make them do sit and stands. And then that wears them out, and so then the room is quiet. So that's my technique for getting them to listen. Sit and stands, 10 of them, let's go. And we do that 3 or 4 times during the thing. But it is always nice to find out what's going on in town, what business is closing, what business is opening. Hi, Annie. Tammy, you watch Judge Judy? Hello, Christy. Christy, where have you been? Yeah, I'm just a Judge Judy. And it's not even that, I don't know. I like to know that I'm not the craziest person in the world. I kind of like to know that there's people that may be a little bit crazier than I am, or crazier than my family. Now, I can't do, I used to be able to do Dr. Phil, but yeah, I'm not that crazy. I'm a little bit Judge Judy crazy, I guess. All right, I'm going to tilt you ladies down while we work on this rabbit. I was going to do the center of my flocked rabbit, but I don't have him cut out yet. In fact, the other day once I went on and I was stabbing my poor rabbit, I got a message saying, "What's going on? Are you doing that fatal attraction thing?" Oh, Christy, you too? Judy, are you kidding me? Judy pays for this group to have friends. She doesn't like my painting? I gotta give you a hard time. Well, that's what well, I don't have to pay because I'm the instructor, but everybody pays to exercise just to find out what's going on. But I live in a little town, so it's like, yeah, it's all that we got to do. And it's not about other people. It's just, you know, you hear rumors like, we got an Arby's coming to town. Isn't that crazy, you ladies who have been here for the retreat, that Arby's is coming to town? That's kind of, I'm not even an Arby's fan, so I won't go there much, but of all restaurants, Arby's, to go with our McDonald's and Dairy Queen, Pizza Hut, and Subway. Those are only fast food. So I thought it was odd that we would get an Arby's. And of all things, in our little town, the restaurant that we had that served barbecue brisket, you know, the meat house, we're getting a dispensary. Isn't that crazy? We're getting a drug dispensary. Crazy. And the pharmacy bought the building of the old tire shop. So we've always got something to talk about. Mainly about how hard it is for me to get up at in time for class because I'm always online till wee hours of the morning. Marianne, I guess I just we've never had one, so I don't even know how many times I've been to one. Judy would still be your friend. Either way. We would be your friend. One of these days, I'm going to come and take you off of that mountain and take you somewhere else for a while. Judy lives on a mountain and she's been snowed in. I think even Dusty missed that part. Judy's been snowed in her house for days, and I always worry about Judy on her mountain. An Arby's snack every time I go to town. Really? Oh, Vicki, you don't have any fast food? We've got one 4-way stop and one street light. But we are also on Interstate 70, which is a major interstate. So that's the only reason we have fast food restaurants and all that. Because you just get off on the exit, and that's our town. She's still digging out. Oh, you went to Family Dollar. What was I going to say about our Family Dollar? I went there today. I got some stuff to make another sugar egg jar. And they got some new eggs in that are smaller than that one I made. Got that. Went and got some more caulking so I could make another jar. But we've got so much in there that now that I have it all, it's like, we do not have a grocery store though, but we do have a nice butcher shop. You know, I was saying all last week that I thought my stomach problems were from all the jalapeno poppers that I ate all week. I've been making my own, putting sausage and cream cheese in the middle of one, wrapping it with bacon. Well, I had extra sausage and cream cheese mixture from the other day, and I needed to use it up, so we went up to the butcher shop today, and they even had fresh walleye in there. That was odd. So we bought some of that, and I bought more bacon to finish up the rest of the poppers. Guess what got left behind on the counter? The bacon. So apparently it was a sign to quit eating the poppers. But I had them sitting there, and the butcher shop closed, so I couldn't go back in and pick them up. So my husband drove 10 miles to the nearest grocery store to buy me some bacon. And by that time, I'd already eaten anyway. So he gets back and he's like, "Okay, here's your bacon." I'm like, "Oh, I kind of don't want them now." So he wrapped my poppers, cooked them for me, and now they're ready at home. And like, I think it's kind of a sign. I have never forgotten any meat from the butcher shop. I think it's a sign that I need to quit with the bacon. Blink and you're through town. Aww. Oh. I don't know why he wanted to go to the grocery store, but he went. I think it was a good reason for him to go. Oh, we also couldn't find breading for the fish, so that was another reason to go. Let's see. So for those of you who haven't seen these rabbits, I created this tutorial 3 years ago, and this is him. He's a big rabbit, and he is made out of this thick, oh, I don't have him pink enough, crud, because when you sell something on Etsy, they want it to look the same. So then he's got these big old feet on him. These are bigger than the rabbits I'm doing now, because this thing's, if it goes very far, he's expensive to ship. So that was the first pattern I designed with the character, and then I made the snowman and the scarecrow to go with it, and I have the crow now. Now that I've got an assistant, everything I do is going to be made into a tutorial. And so that sugar egg that I did the other day, I went over there, I used this AI app that all I have to say is write out the instructions on how to make a jar with an opening that is pink and has Mod Podge, and you caulk around it. It just whips out that description, and then she puts the pictures in it, makes it look pretty, and I had a tutorial in about 10 minutes. Well, I don't know how long it took her, but it was pretty nice, and she's going to do it with all my patterns from my membership group too. I don't make these characters too often. In fact, they're not even listed on Etsy right now. I just had a lady who bought one couple years back, and her sister wanted one, so I told her I'd go ahead and do it. I make only the small ones now. This is it's the same pattern, but they're small because they're just so much work and so hard to ship. Hi, Sharon. It's hard to find bibbed overalls, but I tell you, one lady bought the that rabbit that I did with the glasses, and she ordered the outfit off of Amazon. It cost her $30, but it was a little 12-month-old like a tuxedo type, not a tuxedo, but a little suit like a little boy would wear for like a wedding or something. Oh, it was just adorable. It is so hard to find bibs. I've got some, but I always save them just for a special, something special. Because how many people put their kids in bibbed overalls, especially toddlers, because who wants to take the time to do all that? All right, now Janet's got me on these whiskers. I have them coming out too tall, apparently. So I'm going to lower my whiskers, and then they run into my mouth. Janet Demon would be so proud. I guess I have always put my whiskers coming out of the wrong area. Oh, that would look cute. I sold my hat to Nancy. The hat turned out really cute too. I do like painting on the denim. But here's the hat that I painted the little Highland cow on with the flowers. It turned out cute. So I do like painting on the denim and the denim jacket. Hi, Crystal. And I do have some more denim jackets, but I really need some really not not soft brushes. So I can paint on fabric. I was trying to find jars today so that I could make some more of those sugar jars, because I figure you could put like a church scene in them, make them, you know, for all the different holidays. But nobody's got their canning jars out yet. Oh, long sleeve shirts are hard to find too. And we lost our good thrift store in the town next to me. So we still have one. So that's why I'm selling mine undressed from now on. I'm not even going to try to dress them. I guess I do need to go on Amazon and look for some clothes maybe. But it is too hard to find clothes. So in fact, my my VA, for those people who bought this pattern, it's been like, well, it was before I started my thing. So it's been 3.5 years ago that I made this pattern. And I put everybody inside of a Facebook group, and it's always been kind of a hot mess. But she took and she went through the Facebook group. So Judy, I think you just got this. If you have not made one yet, I can put you over on the website, which is now where people will go in order to buy it, because I just sold one, a pattern to that today. And she laid it out so nice and neat. She's got the heads where they're supposed to go. She's got a big snowman, little snowman. Made a nicer supply list than what I had. It looks really good. And then I'm gonna have her add in the crow and the gingerbread that I've got. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, the jeans are really easy to find. I never have any problems with the jeans. But that was the same way with these. It's hard to get, even because these are kids size 6 to 8. And it's hard to find clothes for them. That's why I don't do these big ones anymore. It's just the small ones. And if she wouldn't have requested one, in fact, I was surprised my husband still had the head, because he's like, you told me you weren't doing those no more. Well, I told her I'd make her one. So that's why he won't get rid of any patterns, because I'll tell him, oh, I'll never make those again. He's like, yeah, I know, someday you're going to want that pattern again. And luckily she doesn't live far, so it'll be shipped. But these are like $20 to ship, and if I were to send it to the East or West Coast, they're $40 to ship. It's ridiculous. That's why I quit making the big ones and only make the small ones. Get that. And then I'm going to finish up yeah, I got some bleeding on there. Anyway, so, oops. There's Mr. Rabbit, and then my husband will put them together. I'm gonna have to find which tub has all the clothes in it. Yeah, I need to get some more made. The Highland cows are done, but I want Steve to scan the Highland cow, because I'm not quite sure that it'll turn out right with all the browns. So that's going to be a couple extra days to get in. And so I sell these still on Etsy. These are printed on wood from my original. I haven't uploaded a line drawing. I don't think. Maybe I don't think I've uploaded the crow yet. I don't know if it's in Painting for Profits or not. But I haven't made a design. I've got him sitting up there, but I haven't drawn out the line drawing for him. But maybe I did over there. I'll have to check. So on this one, even though it's already printed, I still like to go in and add a few extra details. And I want to make that bigger one into a Highland cow too. got the smaller one made. Put it on his nose. And then I'll put diamond dust on the flower here. I want to add a little bit of gray so that I can get the texture, and then once it dries, I'll go in with more white. But actually, it's really cute. I think people buy these on Etsy for when they have birthday parties. 'Cause I'm not sure why else they would buy it, but it's good for that. And I'll put diamond dust on his